Is Byjus near to end? Report says more than half of the Byjus tuition center with the customer seeks refunds over the past 2 years. Let's see why.
The CEO of the edtech firm has been summoned by the NCPC.
Come to me, child. Come to me, customer. I guarantee you a future.
You want to give their children a better education.
Byju Raveendran is no longer a billionaire. So what exactly went wrong?
If people are thinking that Byjus is going down, no chance. No chance. No chance. No chance.
So greeting everyone, welcome back to our channel Think Big. In this video where we're gonna reveal that nearly half of the Byjus customers who have requested their refunds over the past 2 years, report says. These highlights a significant level of parental dissatisfaction with the methods and a practice of teaching at the center and the Byjus learning app. Among the unfolding consequences of this event, the prominent query that is naturally emerges is whether Byjus is nearing its end. So first of all, I just want to tell you that the edtech giant has dominated the market over the years, but the recent events or the shifts in the market have raised the question about its future. Let's examine this more closely and figure out what's going on. To understand whether the Byjus is facing potential decline, it is important to acknowledge what is Byjus and their remarkable journey. It is founded in 2011 by the Byju Raveendran. Byju is like having a superhero buddy who loves teaching. Imagine learning a maths with the colorful cartoons and exploring the science with the more interactive games. It's like a magical line where you can learn anything, even the trickiest problem you can learn. This company quickly gained attraction with its innovative approaches to learning through video content and interactive quizzes. Their strategic acquisition and the partnership further fueled their growth and making them a household name across India and beyond. This remarkable journey is how Byjus transformed into a unicorn in the education sector, showcasing its expectational growth and impact. So now if we talk about the current landscape, as we all know, then the education company is dynamic and competitive, with the new players constantly entering this field. As more companies offer new innovative and affordable online learning courses, due to which the Byjus have to face intensive competition. So changing the preference of students and the teachers along with the evolving teaching methods raise a question whether the Byjus can adapt or stay relevant. Now if we talk about the downfall of Byjus or why is Byjus faced sudden decline, let's break it down. The several factors have contributed to this situation. More than half of the Byjus tuition center with the customer seeks refunds over the past 2 years as per the internal data, which is exclusively obtained by the money control. This highlights a significant level of parental dissatisfaction with the methods and practice of teaching at the center and the Byjus learning app, which poses a challenge for the world's most valuable edtech startup. Between November 9, 2021 to July 11, 2023, a total of 43,625 different requests have been submitted to the Byjus learning app. The Byjus reportedly proceed with 41,198 of these requests, accounting for approximately 95% of this total refund requests. It is important to note that the Byjus has sold nearly 75,000 tuition center subscriptions in total. Byjus spokesperson refuted the reported numbers and labeled them as widely inaccurate. He, however, declined to provide the actual number to rebut the accuracy of data. Parents said that the Byjus staff took the advantage of desire to provide the best education to their children and encroached on their privacy by inducing them in a public, pressuring them at home, or secretly collecting their data. According to our research, one such father story has emerged that Rakesh Kumar was playing with his daughter at the park in northern India when two smartly dressed Byjus salesmen approached them. And they said they work for the Byjus, an Indian educational company who offered online classes. And they also mentioned a 36,000 course for his 11-year-old daughter and say it will be her golden ticket to success. At first he refused as the cost seemed to be unaffordable with his monthly salary of 20,000 as he worked in a workshop. But then they said things like, your daughter will end up poor just like you. You should be ashamed for trying to stop her from succeeding in life, and many more pitches and lines they used to convey the Rakesh Kumar. 41-year-old said at his workplace in the city of Faridabad, located on the outskirts of Delhi. I finally came and made the worst decision of my life, Kumar told in an interview. We are in a financial mess, he said. adding that he had borrowed money from his brother-in-law in October and was not sure when or how he would be able to pay him back. Byjus, the most valuable startup of India and the household name, is facing a range of complaints on their social media platforms and the consumer website from the consumer who say they were exploited and deceived, putting their savings and the futures in jeopardy. Most were the parents who said that Byjus staff took the advantage of desire to provide the best education to their children and encroached on their privacy by inducing them in a public, by forcing them at the home and secretly collecting their data. Now let's talk about the consumer complaints. For Bengaluru-based Byjus, which is formed in 2011 and launched its global learning app in 2015, the COVID-19 pandemic proves a boon as school shuts and the students turn to the online learning, spurring it to go on a buyout spree of smaller companies and attracts major investment from around the world. But its success began to wane as children went back to their classes and schools, and the global economic outlook turned gloomy. Last value at $22 billion, the Byjus reported a loss of approximately 45 billion rupees, that is 550.5 million in September 2020-21 for the financial year, and the revenue falls by 3%. As Byjus deals with the losses, it is also increasingly facing criticism from both the parents and students. Many clients recounted on how they had called the Byjus customer support to cancel their subscription during their trial method. But later on they find that their request had never been registered to their website and that refund eligibility period has been passed away. ConsumerComplaints.in, an independent website, have around 3,759 complaints against the Byjus, from which 1,000 approx resolved and 2,000 approx is unresolved cases. These complaints include cancellation delay, issues with obtaining refunds, and aggressive marketing tactics. Customers such as Kumar, who have no knowledge of or access the social media platform or the consumer complaint website to register their complaints, are left with nowhere to turn. Now there is a question: is Byjus collecting our data? Is it true? Several Byjus employees told in an interview that the company had access to the information such as kind of phone model being used, children name, age, grade, and many other things to target their potential leads and pitch their courses. We know almost everything before we call you. This is a statement of a Byjus salesman. So here is the story of a lady whose name is Mosmi Das, and this lady was being targeted by the Byjus salesman. When Mosmi Das answered a call from Byjus salesman, she got shocked by knowing that how did Byjus guy know all the information about her child, including his name, age, grade, even his school name. She felt scared. She felt that her child has been stalked. So she kept asking the question that how did Byjus guy know all this information, but he hung up the call. A Human Rights Watch report, that is HRW, published in May, found that many government endorsed ad tech apps, including in India, puts their children's privacy at the risk by harnessing their data. Byjus was not one of the apps examined by this organization. Tech policy experts, including Nivedita Krishna of Bengaluru-based Vadvani Foundation, said that in the absence of data protection law in India, there are few safeguards and no recourse if citizen digital rights are violated. We very quickly need a data protection or a data privacy law that provides enough and more comfort to every citizen of India. And when we do that, indirectly we will also address the children's safety online, said Krishna.
I rise to move that the Digital Personal Data Protection Bill 2023 be passed.
Those in favor will please say aye. Aye. Those against will please say no. I think the ayes have it, the ayes have it, the ayes have it. The bill is passed.
And now the Rajya Sabha on Wednesday, August 9, 2023, passed our Digital Personal Data Protection Bill 2023. The bill was passed after the opposition members stacked out a walkout over the Manipur issue. We will make a detailed video about DPDP bill, that is a Digital Personal Data Protection Bill, soon. Let me tell you a little bit about what this bill says. Indian lawmakers have passed the data protection law that dictates how tech companies process the user data, amid criticism that is likely led to increase the surveillance by the government.
And right to privacy, tomorrow it's completely evaded, sir. So anybody can have our data, there is no privacy. So I request the minister to kindly reconsider
Now let's focus on the main concern for us as a parents. How can we protect ourselves from falling into these traps?
That children have been turned into products to reflect bloated valuations. Tonight, the hashtag Byju scandal is the focal point.
So firstly, it is essential to go through a research before enrolling in any courses. Look for the reviews, talk to the parents and consider the alternative options. And also don't be fooled by the aggressive sale tactics. Take your time to make an informed decision. At last, our goal with this video to shed the light on the downfall of the Byjus and the factors contributing to it. It is crucial for us to recognize this issue and learn from them. Remember, being alert, doing research and making an informed decision can help us to safeguard our children's education and our hard-earned money. By the way, what do you think? Will Byjus ever be finished? Please let us know by leaving the comment in the comment section. Thank you for joining us today. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe our channel and share this video with fellow parents. Till then, take care and think well.